Hello everyone, Woods Walker Outdoors here. It is a quiet morning, peaceful morning. I think it was 67 degrees this morning, which is very lovely compared to what we have been dealing with up in the 90s and mid 70s first thing in the mornings going to work. As you can hear, I still have the AC running in the house though, keeping it nice and cool. I took the kids to school this morning and drove back home and had a little phone call with a friend. We talked for a couple hours actually, all the way back home, and just wandering around out here on the property, just yammering away on the phone. And well, we got into the typical conversations, life and things going on in the world, and you know, things that we like gardening and having some chickens and livestock and homesteading things, you know, putting food up for the winter and things like that, and talked about what I had got this year and what we canned this year and put away. We got on to some wild edible medicinal plants and stuff that's out there, you know, stuff that's good for you. Yeah, lots of good conversation. And of course, we got on to you know, the upcoming season, cooling off, and fall and winter and the holidays coming and good times with family, and winter time, and talking about a different feeling that time of year brings to him and me, but my father also, and many others in the world. Turn a little bit here, make sure the light's not messing up my camera here. Yeah, so fall, what a wonderful time of year. It brings cool air, cooler temperatures. The leaves start turning and falling. And I'm sure you've heard quotes and things like that in the past of, you know, when fall comes and the leaves fall, that's when you should make like the trees and let the things that are bothering you and the weight of things you've dealt with in the past year and all that stuff, and you just let it fall away. Drop to the ground, let it sink to the ground, let it compost, let it go back into the soil, and let it feed you, let it feed your knowledge for the future growth, the next year. And winter, when winter comes and it gets nice and cold out. See, I love fall and winter. That is my favorite time of year, fall and winter. But like I said, the holidays come, and family and good times and decorations and the treats and I already said decoration. Look, I'm repeating myself. It's my favorite time of year. The decoration, the treats, holidays, the family, the movies. It's wonderful, wonderful time of year. But something else that I tend to kind of pick back up, which I do still use throughout the year. You know, I enjoy it a lot, but fall and winter really strikes that spot in my soul where I want to be outside more than I already am, because the heat pushes me indoors sometimes, I gotta be honest. But it makes me want to be outside more. I want to sit on the porch more. Hunting season is coming. Time to sit in the woods. Time to track, to hunt, to put meat in the freezer to feed the family. But it just, everything enlightens me. I don't know why. I uplift this time of year. I get happy. A lot of people go the opposite. They get irritated. They get mad. They get sad. They get, you know, because the holidays are coming and they got to spend all this money and they got to do this. That's my happy place. I think that's my wife's happy place. I think we enjoy that time of year when it's just, instead of stressing and worrying about money and buying this and buying that, it's more like, well, we do the same thing every year. We cook the same things every year for the holidays. Yes, we, go Christmas shopping for the kids. Santa comes, but it's a peaceful time of year for me. I am at peace at that time of year. It's calm. I love going out and looking at odds and ends and looking at decor and drinking our coffees and having treats made, because she's a great cook. She's a great baker. She makes all kinds of treats and goodies that time of year. And Thanksgiving comes around and we make the same dishes every year, traditional dishes. That's a once a year thing. I smoke a turkey every year, the best smoked turkey you'll ever have. Now, it's pretty good though. But yeah, it's a good time of year. But I also pick up pretty heavy back on my tobacco pipe smoking. Something about the time of year and the cool air and the calming time that I have during the holidays. And for me, it becomes a time to slow down and reflect. Had to go help my son, my youngest son, real quick with TV. He's watching the Magical School Bus. And so yeah, I had to go help him with that for just a moment. But where was I? Yes, the pipe, the tobacco pipe. So I smoke during the summer. I do on occasion. I would have to say the summer is probably the least amount that I do smoke. I'm outside all day long at work, and I'm outside here at home working on things and stuff like that. And so, I try to stay indoors when I'm home a little bit, to stay a little cooler. I just don't find the tobacco pipe as pleasurable sitting on my back porch when it's 90 degrees out and this tin roof is above me. I just don't quite find it there. And I like being outside when I smoke my tobacco pipe, but maybe one day I'll have me a little enclosed area. So anyway, fall, winter, the time coming, that really strikes the spot for tobacco pipe for me. It really lights that up in me for me to sit outside and enjoy it. And I'll sit out here in a big old coat. I mean, I say I don't enjoy the heat, but it could be 25 degrees outside and I'll sit out here in a coat and I'm lighting the pipe up. That is the time for me. And I got some new tobacco, as a matter of fact, right here. It was labeled BLP, BPL or something on their thing there. It's something that they kind of do there at their shop. He didn't put the labels on the bags, sadly. I really should have thought about that so I could remember what it was. But it's the only one like it that they had. You can see that there. Really dark, really black. Pretty looking stuff. And the smell is, what I get out of it is like, it's like a light chocolate, but it's like, I don't know, it's raisins is what comes to mind, but not strong. Like, oh man, that's a box of raisins. Like, it's just a light, chocolatey raisin smell. Like, the smell, if I'm explaining this correctly, the smell is strong, but the hints of what I'm getting, like the chocolate or the raisin, is not like super overpowering. Really, really good smelling stuff. So this is going to be the first time that I am going to smoke it, and I'm going to be using my Willard, my imported Willard brighter pipe here, which I have found to be a rather nice smoking pipe. I also bought something I have never used before in pipe smoking. I've pipe smoked a couple years here, but I picked up some flake tobacco. I believe it is compressed tobacco, and then it is sliced into flakes. And I have never smoked it before. I've never used it before. I've never prepared it before. So going to be an interesting thing there for me to try. And I am very excited to try it. But I figured this morning, you know, I kind of let my mind, my palate, the smell of the tobacco that day or that moment that I'm smoking, kind of choose which one I want. I don't just go in there and say I'm smoking that one right now. I'm going to. I just kind of, what am I in the mood for? What's coming to me? And this one spoke this morning for this video. So let's give her a little try here. I will say that I should probably let this set out a little bit before smoking it, just to let it dry a hair. It is a little sticky, but I kind of like that sometimes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's going to take a little exciting to get her going. A little excitement. I don't know if that was their intention for that raisin smell, but I'm getting those hints as I'm smoking it. Again, not strong, not like, you know, not to a point where if somebody didn't like raisins, they wouldn't want anything to do with this because they don't like raisins. Like, it's not that kind of strong. It's just the hint is there. But in a tobacco sense, if you're a tobacco smoker, you understand what I'm getting at. I am no expert, and I am no expert at lighting. I am no expert at explaining, but I try my best, and I'm still learning. I don't think we ever truly master it all. But I enjoy my smoke sessions just the same. Yeah, I'm getting that little raisiny, that little hint of the chocolate that I was smelling. And something else, it's almost, I don't think it's vanilla, but it kind of reminds me of that vanilla hint that you would get out of Captain Black, I think it's called. It's a little cheaper tobacco. Still a good one though. Yeah, really good. Really good. If you are not a pipe smoker and you are interested in pipe smoking, let me think of some suggestions that I would make to you as a new pipe smoker, and me being a fairly new pipe smoker, but things I would tell you to do first. I think some would say, start cheap, buy a cheap pipe, buy cheap tobacco, because you don't know if you're going to like it or not. I don't think that's the route to take. I really don't. I'm not saying go out there and spend $200, $300, $400 on a pipe first thing, and then go out and spend $50 on a bunch of tobacco to take home. I'm not saying that at all. No way, not at all. But I would say, try to get a little information before you go purchase a pipe. Try to find a decent pipe. Spend a little money for the pipe. If you do want to go a cheap pipe option, corn cobs. Dude, corn cobs. I have smoked corn cobs since I started, 2-3 years now. And corn cobs always seem to give me the best flavor out of the tobaccos. Corn cob is a good cheap option if you're going cheap. If you want a real pipe, a nice pipe, do a little research. Maybe even find a shop that might you could speak to and fit you to a pipe that works for you. What you're looking for, what shape you're looking for, all of that. It matters. It matters, and you're going to find that it matters the longer you become a smoke piper. But the reason I'm telling you this is because I bought an El Cheapo tobacco pipe off of Amazon. It was a kit. Price-wise, for what it is, it was good. It was a decent little pipe for what it was. But I kind of went with the typical, it's a tobacco pipe, so it has to be bent. It's got to look like a Sherlock Holmes kind of pipe or something like that. And that doesn't necessarily have to be what you do. Not that there's anything wrong with that style pipe. It was the one that I bought that was the problem. Cheapo Amazon, not a good pipe. Doesn't taste great. Doesn't burn great. It's a pain in the butt. And luckily, I continued my journey with pipes and didn't let that decide what I was going to do from there on, if I was going to stick with pipe smoking or not. Because there's so many different kinds of pipes out there. So many different kinds of tobaccos. So many different kinds of accessories. So many different types of pipe smokers. So find what fits you best. But I do say, do a little research, maybe even talk to some folks who are pipe smokers, and find what's going to fit you best to start with. Start your journey right. Not like mine, even though mine is going the right direction, I believe. But I don't think, personally, I made the best choice at that time. It was cheap. I wanted to do it. It was one of those jump on the moments, and I did it. I don't think that was the right choice. I should have talked to some more people about pipe smoking. I should have watched some more folks online with pipe smoking. I should have went to an actual pipe smoking shop and talked to some folks and found what worked best for me, but was still budget friendly for a starter in case I didn't enjoy it. That's just my perspective. That's my look on it. I enjoy pipe smoking. I really do. And for me, pipe smoking is which it is for most, I would say, it's a special moment. It's a reflection time. It's time to slow down, to enjoy what I'm doing, to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the time of year, to enjoy what's going on in my life, to pray, to thank the Lord for all the blessings, all the things He's blessed me with. Because that is countless, including tobaccos. The Lord has blessed us with these pipes. He's blessed us with tobacco. He's blessed us with this time of reflection. He's blessed us with this time of peace. And such an idol to do that with. It's really cool when you really dig into the tobacco pipe, what it's done for people, what it does for people. Even all these years later, that the pipe has been around. Peaceful. I think there is a better way I could explain what I'm trying to explain if I could talk correctly. I think there's a better way to explain it. I think there's a better way to tell others about it. I'm not the greatest at explaining things. I'm not the greatest at talking, you know. I just kind of do these things and enjoy them. But I hope I get better at having these little talks and conversations. My thing is, sitting here making a video for you, and I'm sitting here talking to make a video, so I know I'm talking to an audience once this gets posted, but in the reality, sitting here right now, I'm alone. I'm by myself. I'm not really talking to anybody but the camera till it gets to you guys. So, I don't know, sometimes I find it hard to keep going, to keep conversation alive. Because when you sit with other folks who are pipe smokers, you sit with someone else smoking a pipe and enjoying a pipe and you're talking to them. It's two minds working together. You know, you're talking about this thing and this and that and the other, and because you're talking about this and that and the other and explaining this or that, their mind triggers another thought for this and another thought for that, and it just keeps rolling. I'd really like to make some videos with a couple other pipe smokers around, and just capture our time and our smoking and our conversation and where it leads and where it goes and the depths and highs of whatever's going through our minds that day. I think I have talked enough this time because I'm just rambling now, running out of things to talk about and think of. I felt like I needed to make a video. I needed to put one out there. So maybe you guys will enjoy a little bit of it, get a little something out of it. It was nothing spectacular, nothing particular today. Just a little video, a little update, a little time shared. I thank y'all for watching. May the Lord bless you all. And may your pipes always be lit.